Hi, my name is Simbi Malanza, and I'm one of the undergraduate advisors for the Sociology department. Students can very easily finish the major, no matter if they came in as a first year or a transfer student. If they came in as a first year, they can easily finish in 4 years. If they came in as a transfer student, then they also are able to finish pretty quickly within the 2 years that they're here at UCLA. We have lots of different resources in our department. We have alumni come back and participate in panels and interact with students. Usually have at least once a year a life after the degree panel where alumni will come back, and we usually have about 4 to 5 panelists who talk about why they chose a sociology major and how it's helped them in their current careers. So in the past, we've had speakers like somebody who was a teacher, a social worker, somebody who worked for a website, somebody who was vice president of philanthropy for Toyota, someone who works for the Lakers. So lots of variety in terms of what the students are interested in pursuing career-wise and seeing how those individuals got into those careers. We also offer some scholarship opportunities from some of our donors. So students can apply for those, and we always send out emails about those opportunities, and the vice chair and the undergraduate committee select the recipient of those scholarships. We also have a departmental honors program where students can pursue research. We've recently started developing an Inside Track workshop series with our vice chair on ways and tips for students to be successful within the sociology major, especially if they are new students, whether that's a first year or a transfer student. We also have a Sociology 195 CE course, which is the community/corporate internship course, where juniors and seniors in our department can pursue an internship and then receive academic credit for that internship. And sometimes it may lead to job opportunities in the future. Students are also easily able to participate and study abroad through the Education Abroad program. Or if they wanted to study domestically, then we have the CAP Quarter in Washington, D.C. program that students participate in, as well as the UC Center Sacramento program that they're also able to participate in. All those programs are able to receive sociology credit for some of those courses in those programs. And we also have a Careers in Sociology course where we also bring back alumni to speak to students about different careers and how alumni got into those different career paths. So we try to offer that at least once a year. Students are able to participate in Soc 99s, which are typically designed for first and second year students. So our faculty will put up postings through the undergraduate research center for the social sciences and humanities, where students can look up if a sociology faculty member is looking for a research assistant. And in that description, they'll usually have what the duties are for that particular faculty member. And then when you get to the junior and senior year, we always have the Soc 199s, where students would approach a faculty member and see if they're willing to work with them for the quarter on a particular research topic that the student is interested in pursuing. And so students are able to take that 199 4 times throughout their time at UCLA, and 2 times can apply towards the major. So that's really helpful, especially if a student is thinking about pursuing a career in research or maybe interested in graduate school. And then on the longer term end, if a student wants to do a full year-long research thesis, kind of like a senior thesis, they can participate in our departmental honors program, where they would apply in winter, typically of their sophomore or junior year. And it's a full year, spring, fall, winter, and spring, and it's led by one of our faculty members, and she guides students along the way. They have a graduate student research mentor to help them along the way, and they're writing about a particular topic that they're really interested in pursuing. So it's like almost like a mini PhD is what I like to call it, because it's a full year-long research project, and they're developing it from start to finish, from figuring out the survey questions to ask or interview questions to ask, as well as figuring out their methods and writing it all up in an American Sociological Association style. And they actually receive departmental honors. They receive honors on their diploma for participating in this program. And those students have gone on to, some of them have gone on to PhD programs, a handful at the UCLA Sociology department, but also PhD programs all across the country. Some have decided that the PhD was not for them and decided to go on to graduate or professional school and maybe a school of education, public policy, social work, law, all these different areas that students go into after participating in this program. A lot of the times we receive questions from undergraduate students, especially students who decide to change their major late, or they may not be doing so well in another department. They ask, like, is it possible to finish this major within my time that I've left at UCLA? So I work closely with the student and also their college academic counseling unit, whether that's honors, athletics, AAP, or college academic counseling, to kind of map out a plan for the student and able to still graduate, whether it's within the 2 years or within the 4 years. Sometimes it may be 4 years and a quarter or 2 years and a quarter or summer to help that student graduate. We also always get questions about what can I do with the sociology major, and we have a sheet on our website, like a 2-sided handout that students can look at, and our students are very successful and go into different career paths like education, consulting, nonprofit work, law. Some of them are even pre-health and go into becoming doctors and maybe physician assistants or dentists. So it's a very broad major, and students are happy about that because they have so many different interests, especially coming into the sociology major. Another question we always get is, what kind of skills will I learn with the sociology major? And so we always talk to them about being able to use those critical thinking, analysis, and writing skills in anything that they will end up pursuing, whether that's, career in consulting, or if they decide to go on to graduate school. It's always really helpful to have those tools in becoming great writers with the sociology department, since a lot of the exams may have short answer or essay prompts for their exam. Another question we receive is, what kind of classes will I take as a sociology major? And our department specializes in a wide variety of subfields within sociology, such as medical soc, race and ethnicity, gender, conversation analysis, which is like linguistics, immigration, migration, and on the more quantitative side, demography. So that's more the numbers behind a particular topic, like family, and so on. And so in the upper division, students can take classes in areas like social networks, sociology of deviant behavior, social gender, political soc. So there's lots of different topics that students can pursue with a sociology major. And there's lots of variety within the upper division and lots of choices that students have, besides having to take like our 2 theory classes and a methods class. After that, they can take a wide variety of classes like the ones I just listed. Students can find out more information if they decide to email us, myself, or Dreama Rhodes, who's the other counselor in our department for undergrads. There's a People tab under the sociology website, www.soc.ucla.edu. They'll also find our email addresses listed there. We're also available on the My UCLA Message Center as well. Yeah, I hope that students, find their passion, whatever they're passionate about, whether that's sociology or another department. It's really important to be happy with the major that you're pursuing. And like I always tell students, major does not equal career. So you don't have to feel like you have to do a particular major in order to be successful in whatever the career is, because you can be any major and go on to be a successful medical doctor, lawyer, teacher, anything that you're interested in pursuing, and just making it important to do something that makes you happy, because if not, then it'll be a miserable time at UCLA trying to pursue those classes that you're not happy in, and not trying to feel pressure from any individuals like family members or friends to pursue a particular career. So I hope that everyone finds what makes them happy, what makes them passionate, and also engage in those activities that make them passionate. So go Bruins!